combination of clandestine special operations forces, Pentagon contractors, and covert intelligence operatives. So what I think is the murky water here is the fact that I think actually what will happen most likely is that Joe Biden will remove the 2,500 troops that are in Afghanistan, and they're just going to replace them with private military contractors that we've already seen. There's 7, private military contractors for every 1 service person in Afghanistan. So I think that it is correct to say that Joe Biden likely will go ahead and make a withdrawal, a full withdrawal, which is removing those 2,500 troops. But I just think that that doesn't mean anything because 18,000 some odd fucking contractors are already there. I don't know much about Krystal's follow-up take on that, other than the fact that I don't know. I don't follow the Hill that much. Do you have a response to that, Gavin?
Yeah, I would just say that it seems like the 500th time this has happened where a news story will break. It's like Biden's going to do this thing that sounds really good. I think the same thing happened with the federal private prison contracts, a couple other instances, and then like a day or two later, the follow-ups come out where it's like, oh, it's actually really not as awesome as it sounded. So I guess if anything, I do think there's a responsibility of commentators to add that caveat that the media is obviously their first headline is gonna be the one that's intended to manufacture the consent, and then everything else is gonna trickle out in the coming days to hopefully people aren't gonna see that. So I guess if people are criticizing Krystal or Kyle for just immediately coming out there and being excited about this, I guess it would have been fair to say they could have doubled down on the caveat and been like, well, we're gonna have to see if this actually happens and all that shit. But I mean, for the most part, I do understand the urge to just be like, we got to give credit where credit is due, so we want to give credit. But if they haven't issued a follow-up since the Gray Zone report came out, then I certainly think they should.
Yeah, I think that we have now 40 plus years of a track record for Biden, and we know that he served the ruling class, the weapons manufacturing companies, the oil